Thanksgiving is come and gone, but there's still plenty of other things to give thanks to. Like, for example, the movie trivia Schmoedown. And I just stole Christian's job, and he's going to be so mad at me. Oh well. We're continuing into the first round of the singles Ultimate Schmoedown tournament. Classy Clarke Wolfe, Ben the Boss Bateman, who's going to advance to potentially play John Rocha Roca, as Lon Harris would say, at the Schmoedown Spectacular 3. The winner of this match also further advances themselves to potentially have a #1 contenders match also at the Schmoedown Spectacular. So who's going to win this match? Let's find out now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
And welcome back. So Clarke Wolfe, Ben Bateman, two players that this is a match that a lot of people are kind of split on, pretty much like every other match so far, but for different reasons with this particular instance. Clarke Wolfe has obviously become a pretty sentimental favorite, simply because we haven't been able to see a whole lot of Clarke recently. Obviously, being the team champs, she's guaranteed to have a match at the Spectacular, but has not had a singles match in a good long while. And so a lot of people would like to see Clarke finally get that opportunity at a singles title match. It's been a long time since she's had one, since she played Dangerous Dan Murrell eons ago. Ben Bateman is on quite a bit of a hot streak right now. I believe it's a 6-match, potentially 7-match winning streak with singles and teams combined. So both players have good reasons for people to think that they're going to advance and move forward. As far as who I think is going to win, this is a tough spot for Clarke Wolfe. I have to be honest. This, of all her accomplishments that she has had, the one thing that has done her in so far, she is still looking for that elusive victory in a singles tournament outcome. She's been in 2 previous tournament matches from previous years and has yet to get out of the first round. I'm sure that is probably frustrating to her because she has played so well, so many matches, but when the tournament comes around, something just always seems to happen and she's not able to get through that first match. And here we are, another opponent that is riding high, tons of momentum. Obviously, they're going to be facing off at the Spectacular. Blah, 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 blah. And if Ben Bateman potentially gets another victory here, continues his very long winning streak, carries a little bit of momentum into that team title match at the Spectacular, that along with another singles tournament loss for Clarke Wolfe. So obviously, there's a big reason why, right there, why many people are hoping that Clarke is able to pull this out. Unfortunately, I think she's probably going to come out on the losing end today, even though I don't want to see that. I would love to see Clarke Wolfe advance into this, but Ben is just riding so much momentum right now that I find it hard to think that it could potentially stop here. Hopefully somebody's going to knock Ben off at some point because I do not want to see Ben Bateman challenge for that singles championship at the Spectacular. Hopefully Clarke is able to pull it off, though, and if not, well, let's hope for somebody else to get the job done in later matches. But, yep, so that's my prediction. Head says Bateman, heart says Clarke. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time. Let's do this in 3, 2, and 1.
I want your movie release date slice. I want
Who's that guy? Never seen him
your
before.
slice.
You want your face on movie release dates? See, what happens is
You have to
earn that. We're challenging you, and we're going to get movie
coward,
release
you got a
dates.
real hero.
That
Signed a
face
notarized
does not
document.
belong on movie release.
Yeah, this guy does. Said
He's
no
gonna be-
one
I love it.
ever.
The slice, it's gonna be mine soon.
Movie release dates.
Movie release.
What do you got, sir?
Wow. Movie release dates.
saw you come in here. Where are you? Tom.
Are you in the closet?
Hey. What are you doing?
What?
Why are you in here?
I'm not.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah,
Here,
you
check
kind of
this
are
out.
in here.
Check this out.
Okay.
I don't even know what this room is about. You know what it is? See? Voila. I'm not even in there. Never was.
What?
I never was in there.
All right.
What?
So here's what I've got for you. There's a Commissioner Bowl happening, and we need to get you in.
Yeah, I'm gonna win it.
But the thing is, we can't just put you in. We have to do something about Mike first.
Mike who?
Kalinowski, you know,
That's a
the guy
loser.
who like broke up the den and stole the dog and all that stuff.
He did do that.
Yeah.
He's a loser.
He is. So we're gonna get him out,
Mm-hmm.
and I need your help. I need you to join up with us, all the people that have signed,
Okay.
to not show up at Spectacular. So I need you and Who's the Boss to
Why would
sign
I
that
want
you're
to
not
do?
gonna
Why
show
would
up.
I ever in my wildest dreams want to do something like this?
You want to be Manager of the Year, right?
Will be.
Emma has already signed this. The Shire Wolves will not be showing up. She's doing what's in the best
So
interest
we win the
of
championship
them.
if they don't show up.
No, it's just no one does.
No
It's vacated,
spectacular.
I guess. No Spectacular.
I need the spectacular.
Yeah, well, I need you to sign this. You know how union works, right? Everyone gets together and then they say, we're not going to take this shit anymore, and then things change.
Yeah, Jimmy Hoffa style.
That's not really Norma Ray style is more what I'm going for.
I like that movie. Sally
Okay.
Field, right?
Yeah.
More of a coal miner daughter guy, but anyway. Is this a gel pen?
Newsies is
this a
another
gel-
one.
I like that too.
Yeah.
Is this a gel pen?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I wouldn't sign it if it wasn't.
That's good to know.
There you go. Now,
Thanks.
I would only sign if it's a Sharpie.
and you're
All
married.
right. I don't
Because
care.
you know I am so sharp.
Sure. I'll probably sell this to some geek.
Oh, boom. A little too early, but
Chance Ellison, Ethan Irwin.
Somebody
Dan
won that
Burrows,
match.
Stacey
Don't know who
Howard,
won that
and
match yet.
Draco
Somebody won that
McQueen,
match.
Ben the Boss Bateman. Clarke
we'll find out who
Wolfe.
wins this
The
match.
singles tournament begins. The winner of that entire tournament.
Hey,
faces
hey!
John the
There's a guy
Outlaw
that
Roca
just
at
had a
the
match, and
Spectacular.
he won a match. Who will win this match? I don't know. We'll find out.
What a battle we're in for.
Everybody's pointing. Everybody's pointing. He's pointing, and he's pointing. He's pointing, and that he pointed with other fingers. That's so wrong. Boom. Shh.
Welcome back.
At least
to the
Ben
Movie
didn't
Trivia Schmoedown. The
flip
Ultimate
a
Schmoedown
nice lady
continues
off.
the singles
At least he has some
tournament.
class.
We are now
Hello,
at
Mark.
match
Hello,
number
Christian.
3.
The gang's all.
And what a match we have today. I'm Christian Harloff.
I am Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, and Christian, we have an all-time legend of the Schmoedown going up against one of the baddest men in the entire league. Clarke Wolfe, one of my close personal friends, versus Ben Bateman, the current curator of my Magic the Gathering collection.
Well, you talk about magic.
Magic
I mean,
the
Ben
Gathering.
Bateman
Thorn
is having a
Elemental
magical
all the
run
way.
right now.
Hey!
Because you look at what he's doing. He right now, combined with teams and singles, is 6-0 in his last 6 matches.
Oh,
Okay.
Him and
I
his
added a
partner,
match for some
Mark
reason.
Riley, which is a lot of
I was going to
irony.
say, Mark Riley?
It's kind of, there's
right.
some irony there, too, when we talk about who his former partner used to be. But Mark Riley is his partner. They have won the whole entire Anarchy tournament. They will be playing for the team championship at the Spectacular. Ben Bateman also won the first 2 matches of the gauntlet against Janine the Machine and Lon Harris to get himself this spot. Now, the funny thing here is Ben Bateman and Riley will be playing for the championship against Clarke Wolfe and Rachel Cushing, the current team champions.
How do you like that?
Clarke Wolfe's former partner, Mark Riley. So this is the first battle between the Fife Club and Who's the Boss. And speaking of which, Emma Fife and Finstock are back at it again. Who will be manager of the year? We will find out as time goes on. Mark Andraco has already advanced. He's waiting for the winner of this match. A lot of story already has happened, and the match hasn't even begun.
So many ingredients into this milkshake, or witch's brew, depending on which religion you align with. Christian, it's just an exciting match to watch.
My
The winner's
religion?
going to advance on, but
American.
you got to look at this one as has an
because
all-time matchup possibility simply because of the knowledge of the two competitors involved.
Absolutely, and again, because Clarke Wolfe is the reigning champion, the team champion, she has had a great year thus far. She also took Sam Levine, the former champion, to sudden death, was a question away from being the champion herself. She's had a great year so far this year. Ben Bateman is on a historic run. So what is going to happen? Who's going to be playing Mark Andreyko next? Will Wolfe be playing her stablemate, or will Bateman try to get revenge for one of his losses this season? Time will tell, and they talked about it, and we're going to hear it right now.
The Fife Club is back together. Thank goodness this anarchy stuff is over.
Still laughing.
You know what's funny? I just saw two ladies walking around outside with your belts on.
Yeah.
Ain't that funny?
In some ways, he and Finstock really are the perfect pair. It's not surprising to me that Finstock abandoned JTE and Snyder and immediately thinks that he's hot shit again because he's managing Ben Bateman, who is very similar to him, a big fan of mind games.
I deserve a goddamn t-shirt, all right? I'm fucking over this. I'm over you people looking at me and talking to me like, oh, Bateman's the most underrated player never to play for a belt. You know who's a really good player? Clarke Wolfe. I respect Clarke Wolfe. You know, she's got to be in the top 14 or 15 players that have ever played. I mean, top 20 at least, you know?
20.
She's definitely, you know, she's pretty good.
I haven't played a singles match since I played Sam Levine for the title a long time ago. And while that might be one of my most proud matches, even though I didn't win, it was really close.
You know, I came into these two tournaments knowing that if I went 11-0, I'd be the first double belt, double tournament winner simultaneously. More than halfway there, guys. I'm 6-0 right now. I've already started to go down the mountain. Now I'm moving downhill. You're looking at the man.
You know, Mark Riley abandoned me to take a quick break. This is like in Superman 3, when Superman has exposure to bad kryptonite.
Yeah.
And Richard Pryor's dancing around in the background. That can be Finstock. And he's, you know, Mark Riley's sitting there with a overgrown beard, sitting at the bar, flicking peanuts.
Clarke, I respect you. You're a legend in this game. Maybe the 14th best player of all time, but it's time for a new legend to take hold. And it starts today.
The man, hello. Good luck today. I've already beat you once on stage in front of a live studio audience. I'm ready to do it again. You have a very nice suit on, I'm sure. Sock game on point. But at the end of the day, what matters is how you play. So I'll see you later.
The suit's also probably too small.
I mean, you know,
Get
some
it
people
tailored.
like that look.
Yeah.
What can I say? I don't know what wearing suits is like.
A
T-shirts
lot
and
of talk.
sweatpants.
I mean, I liked the
all
talk
I
from
do.
Clarke Wolfe about how Mark Riley is essentially Superman from Superman 3. He's at the bar, he's drunk, he hasn't found his way back, he's hanging out with hooligans, and those two hooligans are Ben Bateman and Mr. Finstock himself. And you heard from Finstock and Bateman. Bateman is determined. He's calling himself the man. He thinks that he is destined to win both tournaments. He is destined to do what Sam Levine did and win both championships, although he wants to do it both at the Spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't listen to what Finstock or Bateman were saying because I was so focused on Mark Riley's icy death stare through those sunglasses. We inch ever closer to the time code that's the actual start of the match. So, Christian, what's the tale of the tape?
A time
Tale of the
code
tape,
joke.
You've got
That's
Benjamin
brilliant,
Bateman.
Mark.
His strengths are movie release dates.
He's the wedge.
Oscar movies, and thinking he's the man.
Can we start calling Ben the wedge?
No.
The wedge?
Nah.
Ben? All right.
Then you got the
Ben
half of the
Wedgman?
reigning team champions, classy Clarke Wolfe, whose strengths are horror movies. She's got sci-fi movies, and she also has being classy. That's what she's always done.
Being
She's been a
classy
classy
with
competitor.
gold.
Yeah, I would say
There's
that
a
not
difference.
so much for her opponent.
Are you ready?
I woke up ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Sorry, Christian, I beat you by about 12 minutes. Oh,
Introducing first, representing Who's the Boss?
swear, this is disco music.
Led to the ring.
You can't convince me
by
otherwise.
His manager, Finstock, and his team partner, Mark Yodi Riley. the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown Team Finals and the 2018 Ultimate Schmoedown winner.
Disco balls and grease is the word.
Ben, the Boss, Bateman.
Finstock first through the curtain, then Mark Yodi Riley, and there he is. There's the boss with his briefcase.
Wearing the same thing he had on last
time. A little dance, a little kiss, a little birdie to the camera. Finstock has been practicing karate like Jeff Speakman in The Perfect Weapon.
True. So Ben, the Boss Bateman, who again is ready to go, and what a run he has been on so far. 6-0 in his last 6 matches. Can he get it done here against Classy Clarke?
Is it just a flask he carries in the briefcase?
We'll find out. And his opponent, representing the Fife Club, with a record of
Shire Wolf
6 wins,
Schmoedown.
4 defeats. She is the reigning movie trivia Schmoedown team champion, Classy Clarke Wolfe. Clarke Wolfe coming in. Clarke Wolfe coming in. Wow, the crowd screams and yells, and everybody
with the belt. Clarke Wolfe getting situated with her fellow members of the Fife Club. What a classy intro, making Warren Zevon proud.
Yeah, Classy Clarke Wolfe coming in, her first appearance since winning those titles.
That's right. Is it going to be a handshake / flask situation?
Not actually. I'm excited. I've won 6 in a row. Have you heard?
Yeah, but you won't shake my hand.
Well, do you want some whiskey?
No. I was just doing the thing you do when you're about to play.
Being classy. There it is.
Hey!
He remembered.
Getting the boss to become classy. I like it.
You
what
know
a
that
movement.
Ben Bateman is now drunk.
That is
Ah!
how we play with the champion. As we get going here, how does round number 1
Ben,
work?
In round number
is
1,
that
the
true?
field of both competitors is going to hear
You've
8
been
questions
drinking
from
tonight.
8 different corners of the movie trivia galaxy. Each question is worth 1 point.
Maybe.
There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing. In round number 1, as soon as you hear the question, you're going to have, give or take, 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard with the marker we have so kindly provided. Once we ask you by name to reveal your answer, please show
provide
what
me
you
this
wrote
marker?
to your camera. At the same time, you
Expo,
verbalize it into the microphone.
Montreal,
I'll remind each
Expo.
competitor of your 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout
Yeah.
the duration
No
of the
one
match. If
remembers
you're
that.
not sure you heard a question right, or you just want to
Test,
buy
it
yourself some
works.
time, use the JTE rule, and you each have 1 challenge to spend at your will, at your leisure, throughout the 3 rounds.
All right, with that, I'm going to go ask the team champion, Classy Clarke Wolfe. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Ben Bateman, are you ready?
I mean, what do you think, Christian?
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay!
Crowd is ready.
Have my headphones
Crowd
still
is
off.
ready, and we are too. And here we go, competitors. Question number 1 is animated.
I haven't heard that in a long
Comic
time.
/ actor voiced the saber-toothed tiger Diego in Ice Age?
I bet you have to watch all these movies being a father of 4 now. 4
2.
little ones running around.
2.
2, I was close.
4.
Ever so
3.
close.
Your glasses.
Dennis
2,
Leary. Really?
1. Pens down, please. And Clarke Wolfe.
John Leguizamo.
It's incorrect. Ben?
It's Dennis Leary.
That's correct. 1 point.
Dennis Leary.
Yep.
And we go to your next category.
Christian, the board's wrong, actually. It's 1-1, right?
1-0.
Oh, she got it right, didn't she?
Here we go. Next question.
Okay, we move
Next
on to Oscars.
Never mind, I must have missed it.
This is the Academy Award category, and your question is, what film released in 1991 won Best Picture at the Academy Awards, meaning the ceremony was held in 1992, but the movie was released in 1991. I'm explaining that to everybody at home, as well as my partner, Christian Jorge.
I'm chewing ice. 5, 4.
I think this is a
3.
year off.
Good add-in.
Sounds of
2.
the Lambs.
Thank you. 1. Ben.
It's the Sounds of the Lambs.
That's correct. Clarke.
Oh, he's
Silence
right.
of the Lambs.
2-1.
That was year
Hosted
4.
by Billy Crystal, one of the best to ever do it.
All right. Next question is dramas. Who stars as Shirley MacLaine's daughter?
I'm
who
2 for
shares a
2.
lifelong,
Hot
tumultuous
damn.
relationship with her
Police
in
and
1983's
fireman.
Terms of Endearment.
And, yeah.
Why?
Perfect round. That was fun while it lasted.
Trip you up, and it didn't.
You were fucking wrong, weren't you?
Okay, Christian.
5,
Can we bleep that out?
4, 3,
It's a family show.
2, 1. Pens down, please. And Clarke Wolfe.
I think I got this wrong. Meryl Streep.
That's incorrect.
Yep.
Ben?
Jane Fonda?
Incorrect. Looking for a Deborah Winger.
Yep.
Deborah Winger.
Any chance you get to write down Jane
You
Fonda,
fool.
it's always fun around these parts.
All right. Here we
Your
go.
next question is going to come from the wild, wacky world of comic book movies. And your question is, what sort of accident befalls Doctor Strange to cause his hands to tremble uncontrollably? Would you be excited to see, if I gave you a ticket to see Doctor Strange 2, would you go see it?
Well, yeah. 5.
Yeah, of course.
4.
Doctor Strange was
like you
great.
wanted
3.
it.
Car
2.
crash.
Why are you messing with me? 1.
Sound upset.
Pens down, please. And Ben Bateman.
It's a car crash.
That's correct.
Car accident.
You got it. So 3-2.
I'm
Right,
3 for
next
4.
question. One in the sink.
I've got more than the last 3
Fantasy
matches
sci-fi
combined.
is the next
Hot
question.
damn.
Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt star together in which 2014 film?
You will have 3 seconds to write this down.
All right. 5, 4.
Repeat the question.
Oh, God.
Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt star together in what 2014
that
film?
movie.
I will remind everyone in the audience to shut the fuck up when we are.
All right, that's 2 F-bombs. That's $5 in the jar.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live, die, repeat.
Edge of Tomorrow.
That's correct.
Yep.
Ben?
You die here. Right here. Live, die, repeat. / Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, you got it.
There you
Die,
go.
repeat is
All
what I
right,
could not
Cops
get
did a
out of
tough
my
mutter on
head.
behalf of that movie.
All right.
All right. Your next category comes from world of comedies. Ha 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 ha. Your question is,
It's never going to stop, is it?
in
Yuck,
1996, you laughed.
No.
In 1996's The Nutty Professor, what is the false identity that Professor Sherman Klump assumes when he is his thinner self? We need the first and the last name.
Man. I actually know a bunch of these.
Michael is tough. 5.
Huge
4,
fan of this movie.
3.
Life-changing, as a matter of
You would have
fact.
gotten this. 2.
Yeah.
Buddy
1.
Love.
Pens down. And Ben Bateman.
Don't have it.
Clarke.
Buddy Love.
That is correct.
Oh, Ben. How do you not know
We
the
are
man
tied.
with
No perfect
swagger
rounds here
as
today, but we
ass?
do move on to horror thriller. What's the question, Christian?
Horror thriller. Who stars as Abby, a child vampire, in Matt Reeves' 2010 horror remake, Let Me In?
Man, you know, you feel bad for any vampire, but a child. I find that a
they
little.
got. Well, I think Kristen Dunst was
I
terrifying.
think it's easier.
5,
Because you've never known anything different.
4,
Go ahead, Clark. Tell me what the
3.
answer is.
2, 1. Pens down. Clarke Wolfe.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yes. And Ben.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
You got it. Okay.
I didn't
Tie
ask
game
you to
still.
tell me what the answer was,
Last
Ben,
question
but-
here, Mark.
All right,
Thank you
time
anyway.
to get loud, time to get proud, audience, because this last category, it's a Patreon question. The movie trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Thanks for supporting it, all our patrons. If you haven't yet, check it out and select which tier is right for you. The following question comes to us from Jake Hammer.
Hammer,
Jake
Hammer,
the
ha-
Hammer. Jake.
Didn't I
thanks for
just say
supporting the
hammer,
show.
hammer, hammer,
And
hammer
the question that he
a little while
wanted
ago?
is in the world of action adventure films. Question being, actor / martial artist Ernie Reyes Jr. played the lead role of Johnny in what 1993 family action film? He wanted action. He got family action. That's a rare category at Blockbuster.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Surf
I
Ninja.
can certainly do that. Actor / martial artist Ernie Reyes Jr. played the lead role of Johnny in what 1993 family
I
action
don't
film?
know. I just remember seeing this. And it was around that time, but I don't think it's.
5,
I don't
4,
think it's this.
3,
Surf
2,
Ninjas.
1. Ben.
3 ninjas?
Incorrect. Clarke.
Surf Ninjas?
That's correct.
Surf Ninjas.
Wow.
I didn't think it was right.
Sorry.
On the string
It was a
of
50-50
knowing Surf Ninjas.
Surf
All-time
Ninjas.
great movie. Shout out to Ernie Reyes Jr., who also played Keno
Yeah.
in Ninja Turtles
Yes,
2,
he
Secret
did.
of the Ooze.
What a pull there by Clarke.
What a
Wolfe.
pull by
And
me.
We are now a 1-point lead
Holy
by
crap.
the team, half of the team champions.
Yep.
All right, Mark, round number 2. Here we go. How's that work?
In round number 2, known as the Wheel Round,
Surf
the Wheel of Justice,
Ninjas.
Doom, and both
And
of
because
y'all's
I
fate.
remembered
You see
that
wheel?
because
it's got
it
opponent's choice
was
and spinner's choice on it,
on
and in between
the-
you have
the
10
Ninja
different
Turtles
categories
3
and 10 different parts
VHS
of the movie
trailer.
Trivia Schmoedown Galaxy.
It was on that.
Each category
Or
contains
the
4
trailer was
questions. You're
on
gonna
the
have to answer
Ninja
those 4
Turtles
questions.
3
If you get it right off the
VHS.
bat, you get 2 points.
I'm
If you need
old.
multiple choice
We had
penalty,
VHS
you get
back
1
in the day,
point. I will
kids.
remind both
We're
competitors
very, very
that
old.
stealing is available in round number 2. And at this particular wheel is special because it is a sponsored wheel from our Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Thank you to patron Jake Burnham for sponsoring the wheel. Jake's sponsored slices include Tim Burton and monster movies, so thank you, Jake, for your patronage, your fandom,
He likes his
your
freaks
eyeball viewership.
in movies and in
Clarke
character.
Wolfe is in the lead, Christian. She's a favorite here today, and she currently enjoys a 1-point advantage over the very, very violently drunk Ben Bateman. So, Clarke, you can either spin the wheel or you can defer to your stumbling opponent.
I will go first.
All right,
Okay.
Clarke, please
Clarke stepping up.
spin from the wheel, please, and not the pegs.
Giving Ben Bateman time to drink some water. Maybe a cold shower's in order.
All right, and there's the
Time.
The wheel,
Water
the
break.
wheel and Clarke have had a very interesting relationship.
Yeah.
In her first season, they didn't get along. They've been getting along very well
Right.
this season.
Clarke staring at that wheel like she doesn't quite trust it, but she wants to maybe rekindle a pen-pal relationship.
Get that thumbs down out of there.
It's coming around to spinner's choice. It's not quite going to hit that. It's going to be drama.
Ooh, drama. Oh!
Ah,
Tim
what was
Burton.
that?
Wow.
It hits
Does that
Tim
make
Burton.
a difference?
Does it make a difference?
What is this, golf?
Jake
We gotta
Burnham
wait
slices.
20 seconds and see if it goes in.
She's going to spin
She's
away.
spinning again.
Spinning away from Tim Burton.
She knows a little something about Tim Burton.
Wow, that is
movies.
I love the spin
So-
by Clarke Wolfe here.
You just got you got to hope for Clarke's sake that it doesn't land on something like an opponent's choice. But Clarke feels like there's other wheel slices out there that better suit her game
Yeah.
at its current stage.
She
Here we go.
wanted. She didn't want
Spinner's
Tim Burton.
choice is
Didn't
coming
feel good.
around. It's not going to be
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Christian.
It hit. She spun it, and that wheel has been her best friend because she did it. She
Yes.
spun again. It happened to be
Get that thing out of
choice
there
that
so
hit
it
her
don't flick
string.
again.
Horror movies. Unbelievable spin.
Clarke choosing to spin again, and the wheel and her have become close friends as of late. Here you go.
My
All right, Clarke.
endless
What
love.
classic horror actor stars as a vengeful artist who creates a deadly wax museum in 1953's House of Wax?
Vincent Price.
That's correct. Okay.
Clarke off to a strong start in a category well suited to her.
In Hereditary, Charlie has a personal habit of making what kind of sound throughout the film?
She clicks her tongue.
That's correct.
Dude, it's so creepy.
All right. What was Ash's final line in Army of Darkness?
Fuck.
Oh, language.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, come get some? B, names Ash, housewares? C, hail to the king, baby? D, all hail the king?
Hail to the king, baby.
That's correct for 1 point.
Goes to multiple choice, pays off 1 point.
Your final question here, in what 2011 horror film features a family reunion getaway that becomes attacked by mysterious killers in animal masks, but one victim is determined to fight back?
You're next.
For 2 points. Clarke Wolfe takes horror. It is very nice to her, and it is now a 8-point lead that she
Never has
is
horror
able to
been so
enjoy as
kind.
Ben Bateman hits that wheel. Ben, please spin from the wheel, not the peg.
That's right. It's kind of fitting. Clarke Wolfe's answer was "you're next." Ben Bateman now next up to the wheel. Will it be as kind to him as it was to its new BFF, Miss Wolfe?
Well, he's looking for movie release dates. You know that. He's looking for movie release dates. That's a category that has been very kind to him.
It's a big fan of
Yeah.
that category. He's even, as a matter of fact, I believe he's on the way.
And it's coming close. But no, it's going around, and it's going to hit Brad Pitt, I believe. Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
What does he do?
He does a number of sit-ups on his day. Okay.
You're going to get 10
The
seconds.
expert advice.
You're going to get 10
Finstock
seconds.
just
You
wants
gotta
a
stick with
closer
Brad
look
Pitt.
at that handsome,
Finstock.
manly man.
Anytime you have a question in life,
You're going to take it.
ask
Taking
a guy
Brad
with a beard
Pitt.
mask.
All right, taking Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt it is.
Brad Pitt is the selection. Ben Bateman. After consulting with your manager, you decided to stick with Brad Pitt. Can't imagine what words of wisdom went on between the two of you.
He's a smart guy.
Your question is, Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard are World War II operatives in what 2016 film?
Here he goes. He knows it. Just say it.
5,
Say it. Say
4,
it. Say it. Say it.
3, 2.
Allied.
It is, in fact, Allied
Thank
for 2 points. Bateman cuts the lead to 6. If he gets the next 3 right, we're going to be tied going in to round number 3.
And
Your
it'll
next
be
question,
Easter.
Mr. Bateman,
by
who
that time.
directed Brad Pitt in The Counselor?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Ridley Scott.
2 more points going Ben Bateman's way. Cuts the lead to 4. Your
think I just
penultimate
had a
round 2
birthday.
question. Which MCU star has a small role as Oakland A's first baseman Scott Hatteberg in the Brad Pitt film Moneyball?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
What MCU star has a small role as Oakland A's first baseman Scott Hatteberg in the Brad Pitt film Moneyball?
And that is his second one. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Chris Pratt.
Star-Lord it is, and he's within one question of tying Clarke Wolfe going into round number 3. Ben Bateman, your last question. In round number 2, in the film California, Brad Pitt played a serial killer. Who played his girlfriend?
California with a K, right?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Juliette Lewis.
Wow.
It in fact is. That is 2 points, and
so
we
far.
are tied going into round 3, Christian.
Poking the bear. Poking the bear there.
As these
I just
two
realized
are
I had
fighting
a chopstick
hard
there.
here. It is Wolfe 13, Bateman 13 as we get to round number 3. How does that
So
work, Mark?
unlucky.
Round number 3, this
13,
will
13.
determine who
Dead end
moves
draw.
on to the next round. We might have a sudden death on our hands. We're about to find
Well,
out.
of course,
Each
it's 13,
competitor
13,
is
dead
gonna
end
give us
draw.
a series of 3
Bad
numbers.
things
These numbers may
happen
range
there.
from 1 to 20. Each number corresponds to a different category in the movie Trivia Schmoedown. The first question you hear for yourself is going to be worth 2 points. Your next one is worth 3 points. The last one, should we make it that far, 5 big
Pick
points.
2.
There's no stealing.
That
There's
way
no
you're
penalty
not
for missing a
on
question
13.
in round number 3. Clarke Wolfe, Ben Bateman, you two are tied, but because Clarke Wolfe is the favorite going into the match, you're sitting on that side of the desk, you will give us your 3 numbers first. What feels lucky?
4, 12, 19.
4, 12, and 19 it is.
for
Mixture of
Clarke
odds and
Wolfe.
evens. We go to Ben Bateman.
I'm going to go 3, 7, and 17.
3, 7, and 17.
Very
for Ben
popular
Bateman.
numbers for Ben Bateman, as I've noticed.
We start with Ben Bateman.
Hey, Clark, good luck. You're doing really well today.
Thanks, buddy. You too.
All right, here we go.
All right, Ben. You selected number 3, as you generally do. Your 2-point question is going to be in the world of sports.
I love sports. I'm a fan.
Well, these aren't sports. These are sports movies.
Great.
Your question is, who played Willie Mays Hayes in the film Major League?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Wesley Snipes.
2 points for Ben Bateman, and he has the lead, and the onus is now on Clarke Wolfe to match.
All right.
I'm drunk. I can't believe I got that right.
Clarke Wolfe had. Shh. All right, quiet, guys. Rom-coms. Clarke Wolfe, category 4. Rom-coms. Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling both starred in La La Land. In which romantic comedy did they make their first movie debut together?
Crazy Stupid Love.
For 2 points. That is correct. Clarke Wolfe ties it up back to Ben Bateman.
And boy, is it ever Crazy Stupid Love. We go back to Ben Bateman. You selected number 7, as again you want to do. For your 3-point question, this falls in America's sweetheart, Julia Roberts. And Julia Roberts, a regular reviewer of the program. Hello, Julia. Your question.
What about me?
For 3 points. In the movie Hook, what word does Rufio and the Lost Boys constantly use as an excited battle cry?
Wahoo wah. No, that's University of Virginia.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That's the last one.
In the movie Hook, what word does Rufio and the
Guessing it's
Lost
not
Boys
toga.
constantly use as an excited
I
battle
think that's
cry?
the wrong movie. I'll say
5,
Coke.
4, 3, 2.
Believe.
The crowd is stunned. We were looking for Bangarang.
And
We're
the
looking
crowd
for
loses it.
Bangarang.
Clarke Wolfe
And he
loses
takes a
it.
long pull off his whiskey.
Yeah, all right. So they bounces. So the 3-pointer now jumps back to Clarke Wolfe.
What was the answer?
The answer was Bangarang. So Charlize Theron
Like
is Clarke
Boomerang.
Wolfe's category
Like
here.
Lord Banana.
Clarke Wolfe, Keanu Reeves, and Charlize Theron starred in which 2001 romantic drama?
Sweet November.
Correct for 3 points. Clarke Wolfe has now put herself in a position to win this game. If Ben Bateman hits his 5-pointer, it will bounce back to Clarke Wolfe and give her another opportunity to win the game. However, if Ben misses it, Clarke Wolfe will advance and will be playing her stablemate, Mark Andreyko, in round number 2.
Will Ben Bateman answer his 5-pointer, or will it be a sweet November for Clarke Wolfe?
I like what you did there.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's kind of
Good thing this
The crowd is divided on my excellent pun.
All right, here we
good
go.
thing this didn't air
All right,
December
Clarke.
1st.
I mean, Ben.
That'd been awkward.
Ben, this is your 5-pointer. It's the last stand in the term of the X-Men.
Terrible movie.
90s movies is your category. Any movie that came out in the 1990s is eligible. Your question for 5 points to gain an edge over Clarke Wolfe. In the 1995 film Friday, what is the name of the neighborhood bully that protagonist Craig fights at the end of the movie?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Debo.
It is, in fact, Debo.
Debo.
And Ben Bateman has taken the lead over Clarke Wolfe. She has her 5-point question. This will determine the winner of the match right here, Christian.
Clarke Wolfe has now gotten Thriller.
Want some, Clark?
If Clarke Wolfe hits this, she will advance. If she misses it, Ben Bateman will advance.
Oh, well, this
Clarke,
has got to be
Thriller.
tearing her up
Thriller.
again in this situation.
Clarke, what 1971 thriller features Dustin Hoffman as a meek American who, after settling down in rural England with his wife, faces increasingly violent harassment from the locals?
Straw Dog.
Advancing to the next round.
She finally got that monkey off her back.
Look at the joy.
Bateman and the 5 Club comes out.
They're so happy. I don't know that I've ever seen Andreyko, Emma, and Rachel this happy after any of their own victories. They're celebrating their teammate, Clarke Wolfe. What a win. Ben Bateman, hell of a performance. The guy knows his movie trivia across the board. But Clarke Wolfe, she spun hard on a respin. Then I was taking a big risk because she had Tim Burton in the bag.
Yeah.
She went for it all, and she got it all with horror. And then she gets Thriller to close out the 5-point category. Luck went Clarke Wolfe's way, and also a hell of a lot of movie
It's
trivia.
all about Bangarang. Bangarang was the thing that did Bateman in. Had Bateman seen Hook recently, Bateman wins this match, but he didn't. And Clarke Wolfe does the first thing that she's never done in her career. She has advanced into the second round of a singles tournament.
I already
She now
brought that
plays
up, Christian.
against Mark Andreyko.
Hey,
They go
me.
head-to-head. The 5 Club explodes now in round number 2.
They're going to be torn apart. It's going to be
The mega
interesting,
powers
but that'll
explode.
Be debate for another day as to how those alliances line up for today. The entirety of the 5 Club very excited about the victory here with Clarke Wolfe.
What a match, but Fife takes a victory from Finstock in the first battle between the 5 Club and Who's the Boss. That's the first time Bateman's had defeat in the last couple of months, and it is now what a battle. That was one of Wolfe's best performances of her career, and she sits at 23 points. 23 points, that is a point less than the leader, Ethan Irwin, had 24 points. And now we're going to talk to Jen Sturger, who is with the victor, Clarke Wolfe, and Ben Bateman. Here we go.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here with Who's the Boss and Ben Bateman. Ben, you hit Bangarang. This is a completely different match. And I think we can all agree that you and Clarke may have just put on one of the best matches of the year. And I know that doesn't make things better right now.
First of all, great match by Clarke. She played great.
Yeah.
No question about that. You know, some people cry in Ferraris and some people cry on bikes. We cry in Ferraris.
Ben, obviously you're disappointed with this. What's going through your head right now?
Nobody likes to lose. It's disappointing. It was a good match. We played a hell of a game. I can't take anything away from Clarke. She dealt with the match the way she should. I'm focused on the spectacular. I mean, I don't know really what else to say about it. It's disappointing.
I know what else to say about it. I mean, look, she rolled horror again. I think every time she plays, she rolls horror. There's something up with that. No one's that lucky. This is our first loss. But look, we'll have a chance to redeem ourselves. That's not a problem here. You know, they're wearing the belts out there, parading around, eating pizza and stuff like that. You know, we'll see what happens on, December 22nd.
21st.
Obviously, I mean, when I'm watching you play, people are saying a lot of the times that you use your JTE rule as like a way of psyching people out. Do you think you got so caught up with psyching Clarke out that that's why you missed the last question or your three-pointer?
I owned a VHS copy of Hook as a kid. My older brother gave it to me. I like that movie a lot. I remember it. Bangarang didn't come to me. It wouldn't have mattered if I had maybe if I have 30 minutes or an hour and I really marinate on it, but I'm not going to get it in a minute. It's just not there. I haven't seen it in a long time. So it was an unlucky question. I mean, 40% of this game is luck. Everybody knows that. 30% skill, 30% personality. So you play your best game, you come out, you try to do your best, and I'm going to beat Clarke. Like, that's going to happen. Give me some time, I'll get there, and I'll be back at Spectacular. I'm going to beat Clarke in a very short order here. So that's what's going to happen. That's the end of my interview. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Ben. No, we're done with you.
Add another 20
something completely
20%
different.
for drinking.
Thank God.
Drinking should be there somewhere.
I'm here with Clarke Wolfe and the All Smiles 5 Club.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Clarke, that may have been one of the best performances. Not to put away the rest of your career, that may have been one of the best performances you've given ever at the Schmoedown. You've got to be feeling ecstatic right now.
I feel really good. I mean, I truth be told, was not really expecting to win that match.
It's a theme of the tournament here. It's players in the 5 Club going into matches being like, oh, I don't think I'm going to win. And yet here we are.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not even about being humble. Like, Ben is on a fucking roll. He has been playing his ass off, and he is so good at this game. And, it was close, and that's all I really wanted was for it to be close. But I'm really glad that it went my way.
And while Ben is really great at playing this game, I think we can all agree that Ben and whatever team he's been on has been really great at the psychological warfare involved in this game. And I have to give you props for keeping your cool throughout that entire match.
Thank you. I mean, anytime I see somebody locked in like that, my instinct is to sort of do the opposite. And just sort of smile a little bit. And, if it works, it works.
Horror.
Yes.
Thriller. What is happening?
Okay, so let me just address something really quickly here. Number one, rolling horror. Number one, the wheel is part of the game. So yes, Clarke has had great luck, and for that we are very, very thankful. However, Ben got Brad Pitt, and it was all who played this and who was in this movie. Meanwhile, Clarke had some plot-specific questions, so I'm just throwing that out there.
But for the record, Ben did better than I did in round.
That is true. He did.
I did not get all 8 points, and he did. So he actually surpassed.
Not an insult to Ben at
all. No.
It's just what happened with me and Snyder. It's the equity of the questions in the wheel.
Yeah.
And I mean, I hate to point this out, but like this is the first time that you're advancing in this tournament.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm, like we said. Yeah.
I'm glad somebody back there remembered that.
But,
I did.
Yeah, I've had a really bad run of luck in the tournaments in round 1 specifically for singles, and so I'm happy to break the curse.
and also, again, it is. It's outstanding that Clarke and Andreyko both are coming into their second rounds of this tournament, having beaten really, really strong competitors. I mean, once again, that was such a close game. I think going into the final round with them being neck and neck, I mean, there was no way that Clarke was going to walk away from this looking bad, even if she did lose, and it just so happens that she didn't. But Ben also, his reputation doesn't suffer at all either. He's an incredibly good player.
I've got to say that hats off to the matchups here. These have all been exciting, close matches. These have all been nail biters, and even the people that lost these matches have nothing to be ashamed of. These were crazy matches.
Like you're saying, every one of these matches has been hard, and the next one for you guys is each other. No different.
Let me go on the record right here and say this. If I lose, I win. If I win, I win. This is going to be like the match Drew and I just played.
Yeah,
this is going to be what Schmoedown is. Community fun, mutual respect, love, and whoever wins, wins.
And it's going to be a great game.
And it's going to be so much fun. I'm terrified of her. I'm so excited.
Well, it'll be really interesting to see how it plays out, too, because I think you guys have very similar interests, so the wheel's going to be...
Surprise, surprise.
Oh.
Guys, like, we're in the middle of something here.
I'm tired of you. And I slept 16 hours last night.
You don't look
Cool.
You know,
Yeah.
Well, no, I use exfoliating stuff on my eyes and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can't beat me.
I'm pretty sure I just actually did technically in the last match. And
No. Only one person's ever beat me in my life. And that was my ex-girlfriend. But I paid her to do it.
Okay, I think we have a different interpretation of the word.
Finstock, I've beaten you in Schmoedown.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah, but that was like, I don't know. I don't remember that.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
selective memory
I don't
loss. I got it.
Yeah. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Clarke.
Nice to see you.
You know, I said it in the match, said it in the interview, and I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to beat you.
Okay.
You're a great player.
Thank you.
I respect what you've done in this league. You're easily the 14th or 15th best player that's ever played. You know, really impressive stuff, but I'm coming for you. And the first thing I'm going to do is take you out at the Spectacular.
Okay.
So good luck. And Rachel, coming for you after.
Cool.
So good luck, ladies.
I mean,
have fun. Have fun with the belts.
Speaking of experience, don't worry.
No, I'm not, because I've actually beat you twice now. So we're good. But I'm not as interested in you, Ben. I'm sorry. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Finstock. Profesh. Come on.
That's my car outside.
Anything else, really?
Yeah, no. So, Riley and I actually have not talked about anything that's happened over the last however many months.
Yeah.
I've heard what all they have to say. What do you have to say about all this?
That was a great match. I will forever be a fan. And you know me, if the situation was reversed, you'd want a belt. That's just me too. We're gonna have an awesome match. I can't wait to play you guys. It's gonna be so much fun. But I want the belt.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, all right.
I can respect that.
Yeah, I mean, me too. But
It's gonna be that kind of thing. That's all. I'm excited. And that's all I'll say.
Okay.
Back to you guys.
Well, how about that? The Shire Wolves and Who's the Boss going face to face. Face to face, and they're getting ready. They're sizing each other up. Clarke Wolfe and Riley had a few words, which I enjoyed watching. And we are now going to just a few weeks away before we see those teams go out together. But the question is, who's going to be playing in that main event? We now have, on one side of the bracket, we now know that in our semifinals, we have Clarke Wolfe going up against Mark Andreyko on one side. And now on the other side, we have Ethan Irwin waiting for the winner of the match coming up here soon between Dan Murrell and Stacey Howard. What a tournament it's been so far, and we've already had some upsets. I mean, by favorites, maybe not, but if you look at Andreyko over McWeeny, I think Andreyko was shocked that he won that match, and now he faces Clarke Wolfe.
Yeah, I mean, as great as these first-round matches have been, it just gets hotter and hotter as we see already some of the matchups we're going to be having in round number 2. Regardless of what you at home thought of my Sweet November pun, we would love for you to join the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon. Become a patron today. Select which tier is right for you. You can also check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page and the Schmoedown Rundown wherever you digest your podcasts.
And like I said, guys, in the beginning of this or the other matches too, it's all important, but you guys, make sure you comment, make sure you hit the likes, and join the Patreon today, because if you look at it, it's really like 13, 14 cents a match if you join the $1 tier. There's a lot of different exclusives that you can get. And the other thing is, too, the season premiere of Season 6, it happens in New York.
I want to
buy your tickets now. Schmoedownlive.com. Get your tickets. The singles championship
can't get your tickets. They're sold out.
Whoever wins
3
at the
days.
Spectacular, whoever the champion is at the Spectacular, will be defending that title at New York. Make sure you get your tickets now. All right, so for Mark Ellis, I'm Christian Harloff. We'll see you next time.
It just shows you they weren't expecting it to sell out that fast, and that's great news.
Like they're like 5, 4, 3, 2. I go repeat the question, right? I'm like, you know this.
So you're stalling on purpose?
I mean, not every time, but sometimes I do. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of immoral. Yeah. Speaking of moral,
It's a future champ.
what's up, boss?
How
you doing?
Going on?
So, what's happening?
Look, I mean, I came here to tell you guys something. It's basically, it's a small chance. Like, I'm talking thin, razor thin. Paul Servino garlic thin. Minuscule.
Yep.
Like, very, very, like...
Get to it.
Like,
Yeah.
We might not be going to the Spectacular.
What?
Whoa, back up there, champ. What do you mean we're not going to the Spectacular? Might not go?
What did you do?
Look. It's not about us. It's about everybody. And it's about this idiot Thad and the idiot...
What did you do, man? What happened? Why aren't we going to the Spectacular?
Brienne had this contract you signed. We're boycotting, and everybody signed it. Emma signed it. So it's like the Shire Wolves ain't there. We don't even have to be there.
You signed it?
Did you sign it?
I signed it with the name Frank Dagnino. I mean, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's loophole.
It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
Good work, boss.
I
I'm
got
glad
you guys back.
You take care.
You know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. You know. All right. See you guys. Fuck. I should have signed it Frank Dagnino.
I didn't think that happened.
What's up, Schmoedown
Hello,
fans? Frank here,
Frank.
and it is time for your Schmoedown breakdown. Heading into this one, Ben Bateman, having won the gauntlet, was on a 2-game winning streak, and as for Clarke Wolfe, this was her first match in the singles league since her title match 6 months ago. While Ben
Wow,
did
that's
hold the lead
almost
for the first
7
half of
months
the first
ago.
round, Clarke outscored Ben 3-1 in the final questions to gain a 6-5 lead heading into the second round. Ben Bateman in his first 4 matches in singles was averaging 6.5 points, but in his last 4, he is now averaging 4.5 points. Into the second round, Clarke goes first and eventually lands on Horror. She goes 4 for 4 for 7 points, giving her an 8-point lead over Ben. But Ben would come right back in the Brad Pitt category, going 4 for 4 himself, except he earns all 8 possible points to tie things up at 13 apiece. In the final round now, both answer their 2-pointers, and when it came time for Ben's 3-pointer, he could not capitalize.
Believe.
The crowd is stunned. We were looking for
Bang-a-rang. And the crowd loses it. Clarke Wolfe
and he
loses
takes a
it.
long pull off his whiskey.
Yeah.
Clarke would answer her 3-pointer, forcing Ben to hit his 5-pointer, which he would do, and that meant Clarke would get the final question of the match to win the game, which she does, and locks up the victory by a score of 23-20. Going inside the numbers, we look at Ben's play for the match, and in a weird coincidence, this is the 3rd straight match in which Ben has been asked 15 questions and correctly answered 11 for an accuracy rate of 73%. As for Clarke Wolfe, she went 13 of 15 for an accuracy rate of 87%. This is Clarke Wolfe's best match of her career. While she does tie a career high for accuracy in a game, she earned 88% of her available points, which is the best she has ever done in a single match. If you want to find out other stats about this match and from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on the Collider Podcast Network, on YouTube, and the Collider Factory podcast feed. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
Thank you, Frankie Stats Janish. That was a great match. I think, I didn't really need to even say that. I think it was pretty straightforward that it was a great match. Clarke Wolfe finally got the big monkey off her back, finally won a singles tournament match that I brought up before I even saw the video, so I clearly knew that. Very weird that no one else had brought that up going into the match. Or maybe they did, and I just never saw it. So, dap for me, and if someone else said it, dap for someone else. But I'm glad that they brought that up, because that's an important moment for Clarke. That was a big deal for her to get that win, much needed win, to finally get some momentum and confidence back for a singles tournament match. She now goes on to play Mark Andreyko, who apparently both of them don't think they're ever going to win, and both is going to root for the other one to win. So who is going to win? Well, who knows? Well, anyway, the next match is Stacey Howard, sassy Stacey Howard, against some Dan Murrell guy that I seem to fanboy a lot about. They're going to play next. Maybe I can find the numeral order shirt. Maybe I'll whip that out for the match. But with that being said, it's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Like, comment, share, subscribe to all their content and to mine as well if you so choose. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. And also follow all the Schmoedown content, the Facebook page, the Twitter page, the Patreon page. Join the website or look up the website. It's up and running. And there's a lot of great content up there coming up every single day. So check all that stuff out. But with that said, I'm JTH. Thank you for watching this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. And I bid you adieu-adieu.